Hi, so I'm Callum. This is Amy, my stepmother, and Mark, my dad.
Hi.
And we just finished watching An Unearthly Child. So what'd you think of it?
I liked it. I like the AN UNEARTHLY CHILD. I think it's awesome. Like, awesome. In a word, awesome.
Amy, what'd you think of the first episode?
I liked the first episode. There's some surprises out there. If you're because we're watching it now in the year 2015 and not back in the 60s, it's a little creepy when the teachers follow the kids home from school. Little things like that were kind of like,
Turns out we're not allowed to do that anymore.
Turns out that's a little,
Yeah, it's illegal.
A little bit illegal.
So little things like that were kind of a little far-fetched.
Different
for me.
timeline though. They were following up to make sure that the guy wasn't a creeper. So they had to follow up. And obviously there was a lot of distrust for the law back then, even as today. So they didn't think the proper channels would get the job done. They probably would have swept it under the rug, move on, right?
Exactly.
So they checked it out. They did right by that girl.
I loved, though, Hartnell's description of the TARDIS, right? Where, the teachers are outside and they're trying to say, okay, well, how can this be? How can this be? Well,
and then he says
if you don't what was his line?
You say that you can't fit an enormous building in one of your smaller sitting rooms, but you've discovered television, haven't you? So by showing an enormous building on your television screen, you could do what seemed impossible.
Yeah, it's all perspective, and exactly with the timelines and stuff.
That was pretty genius, so I like that.
Yeah, so what did you think of the Doctor when he first appeared on screen?
I like the Doctor.
He seemed to... He was like kidnapping the teachers and he was like bugging them and everything though.
But he's an alien and he got to protect himself as an alien because what are they going to do? Back then, he would have been considered an alien, dissected or brought to, their whatever version of Guantanamo was back then, tortured to reveal his secrets. There was distrust going on. So that's the thing. We don't know so many things about it. And I like that it's an older Doctor. I like that now we have an older Doctor and it's come full circle. I was actually surprised when they did the 12th Doctor and they did the 13th or 14th or whatever you want to call the number game, that the newest Doctor now is an older guy. I was really surprised because how they developed it, the characters, and that they seemed to be younger, and then you realize Hartnell started the series off as an older guy who's
if it wasn't for his great performance, then we wouldn't have Doctor Who today.
Exactly. He nailed it.
I like the confidence that this Doctor has, though. Even though you're not sure what he's doing, he has a plan all the time. And so it's easy to kind of, I find it's easy to kind of go with the flow and trust the Doctor because you just get the sense that he is following out a plan.
Yeah. And he's aged. He's wise. That was the day when we actually respected elders.
And then we got the next 3 episodes.
Well, what did you think of it?
Well, I thought it was pretty good for a first episode. I mean, when I was first watching that episode and I saw the Doctor, I was just like, what's his problem? And then, I was just kind of watching it, like, what's going on, and I wasn't really thinking much. I was just, like, seeing what was going to happen.
Well, I grew up with this. I grew up with the 4th Doctor was in my generation. Now I've got my son watching, the entire series from the beginning. So that's amazing.
So anyway, then we got the next 3 episodes with the caveman plot and everything. So, what did you guys think of that? With the caveman and everything?
I thought the caveman was a little weak. I didn't really enjoy the caveman. I like when, if we're skipping through, I think it got interesting for me when the Daleks showed up.
Mm-hmm.
But I could have probably done without the caveman.
But we're talking about An Unearthly Child right now.
Oh yeah, sorry, nothing. Spoiler alert!
You broke the rule!
Anyway, so what are you doing? She's
making it like it never happened. Dream sequence?
Anyway, so then the travelers, want to make fire, and the caveman is just like, we must trap them in the cave, and then we're going to kill them, and once they make fire. What did you think of that?
I thought it was awesome. From their level of, the basic level of treachery, versus, going up against an advanced, so-called advanced people, and then a super advanced species. That's interesting, and the hilarity of it. when they're trying to make fire by throwing dirt onto the fire. Let's
Yeah.
throw dirt onto the fire. More dirt. The fire needs more dirt. Why is it going out? That was neat. And then you think about it, you know, growing up with the Survivor shows and watching that, even with all our modern intelligence and you know, abilities, the first couple series of Survivor, no one could make a fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, it's not just because the cavemen were, you know, not as intelligent as us. Some of the most intelligent guys you know out there, stuck in the woods without the ability, wouldn't be able to figure out how to make a fire.
Yeah.
Did you like the caveman plot?
Well, I don't know. Well, the first time that I watched it, it was my very first DVD. The beginning, you know, I was watching it, and pretty much I was just thinking, like for episodes 2 and 3, I was just like, what the heck is happening? And then for episode 4, it was just like, I'm starting to get sick. Can you just let them go and just make the fire, let them go? And then by the end, I was just like, thank goodness.
Yeah, that was neat. I thought the ending was a bit weird going in. I thought they'd play more into it, but I don't know. I enjoyed it. I had great fun with it. I think it's one of the best shows of the Doctor Who's that I've seen.
Yeah. Well, I guess that probably wraps everything up then. So, like this video if you enjoyed it and want to see more, and subscribe to the channel if you want to get more Doctor Who reviews, and I also do some other reviews too. And I'll see you next time.
All right, thanks for watching.
See ya.
Peace out.
Good job.
I forgot to ask them how they would rate the episode out of 10, so I asked them later when I realized that I forgot. And they had a little bit of, you know, like, the first episode was really good, but then it just falls to bits. So Dad and Amy decided that they would both rate it about 7.5. And I would rate it about 6, I think. I mean, like, I was thinking of rating it a 6.5, but just the boring caveman plot, I'm just going to give it a 6. So, yeah. So, when you average it all up, it's about 7 something. I don't know, just do the math yourself. See you next time.